the real Africa beyond the headlines. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're breaking down the negative narratives often associated with Africa and showcasing the continent's true potential. You see, the Africa we see in the news, it's like that one friend who only calls when they need to borrow money. But Africa is so much more than its challenges. We're talking vibrant cultures, booming economies, and some serious brainpower driving innovation. So buckle up, because we're about to take you on a journey to discover the real Africa. Africa rising, the economic boom you haven't heard about. Alright, let's talk business. For years, we've heard about Africa's struggles. And yeah, there have been some tough times, but guess what? Africa is like that friend who went back to school, got their hustle on, and is now quietly killing it. The economic growth, it's real, people. We're talking GDP numbers rising faster than a cheetah on a sugar rush. The African Continental Free Trade Area, it's not just a fancy name, it's a game changer, connecting over 1 billion people and creating a massive single market. Think of it as the European Union, but with better music and fewer baguettes. And don't even get me started on the tech scene. Nairobi, Lagos, Accra, these aren't just cities, they're hotbeds of innovation. We're talking companies like Jumia, the Amazon of Africa, and M-Pesa, revolutionizing mobile money. These aren't pipe dreams, they're billion-dollar businesses, proving that Africa is open for business and ready to lead the way. It's about Africa defining its own path, using technology and innovation to solve its unique challenges. Think about it, who better to solve a problem than the people who live it every day? So the next time someone tells you Africa is lagging behind, just smile, nod, and tell them to check the stats. Democracy in action, the African leaders you should know. Okay, let's talk politics. Now, I know what you're thinking. Africa and good governance? Those two words don't go together. And yeah, there have been some rough patches, some leaders who treated their countries like their personal piggy banks. But here's the thing. Africa is a continent of 54 countries, each with its own story. To paint them all with the same brush is like saying all American politicians are reality TV stars. Sure, some might fit the bill, but it's not exactly a fair representation, is it? Look at Botswana, a shining example of democracy in action. Stable government, peaceful transitions of power, they've got it down pat. Or Mauritius, where they're not just talking about sustainable development, they're actually doing it. And then there's the African Union with its ambitious Agenda 2063. It's a blueprint for Africa's future, focusing on everything from economic growth to peace and security. This isn't just talk. It's about African leaders coming together to shape their own destiny. We're seeing a new generation of leaders emerging, leaders who are committed to good governance, transparency, and accountability. They're not perfect, but they're making progress step by step. And let's not forget about the people, the citizens who are demanding better from their leaders, because in a true democracy, it's the people who hold the power. Chapter 3. The Rhythm of the Continent, Africa's Cultural Influence on the World. Now let's talk about the fun stuff, culture. Because let's be real, when it comes to music, art, and just pure vibrancy, Africa is in a league of its own. This is the continent that gave the world the gift of rhythm, the kind that gets under your skin and makes you want to move. Remember the Kingdom of Mali? Yeah, that's right, a kingdom so rich and powerful it rivaled any empire in the world. From its universities to its architecture, Mali was a beacon of knowledge and advancement. And speaking of advancement, have you heard of Afrobeats? Because trust me, it's taking over the world, one infectious beat at a time. It's not just music, it's a movement, a celebration of African identity and creativity. African cinema is also having a moment, with films like Black Panther and The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind captivating audiences worldwide. These aren't just stories, they're windows into the diverse cultures and experiences that make up this amazing continent. African scholars, writers, and artists are making their mark on the global stage, challenging conventional wisdom and offering fresh perspectives. This is about recognizing that Africa is not a monolith. Outro, join the movement. Discover the real Africa. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, like, and share. Don't forget to check out our other videos on important African topics. From its economic potential to its cultural richness, this is a continent that deserves to be celebrated. So, let's challenge the stereotypes, amplify African voices, and change the narrative.